Welcome to Hot Women Wanted.
We're three childhood best friends who have been through it all and talk about it all.
Everything from hot flashes to hot takes to hot topics. So come join us.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Hotties. Welcome to Hot Women Wanted, episode 30. I am Julie Strauss Greeley, joined by my besties, and fellow Hotties, Julie Cola and Meredith Young. And for your viewing pleasure, a visual treat. You may notice that Meredith Young is in New York, IRL, in real life. Welcome. Welcome to the oven that although I guess from Texas, this probably feels like every day for you. I don't know.
I'm at home. It is a bit more humid here, I will say that.
We brought the heat for Mary because we are the Hotties.
We wanted you to, so true. We wanted you to feel at home in our sticky heat wave that, it's been...
It's just hotter here because of the humidity.
You don't have humidity in Texas?
Not like this. I wouldn't say we're dry, but we're much drier than this.
Yeah. Well, last week I was in LA, and let me tell you, June in LA is very hot, but it is a totally different ballgame. There is not a drop of humidity. You could be outside all day long. There's no matter what. If there's a breeze, there's like cool air moving through.
Yeah. LA's always like could be hot during the day and then cold at night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was so much more comfortable. So anyway, for those of you who are new to the pod or joining us or refreshing, first of all, I think what episode are we on? Episode 30? We're on episode 30.
This is episode 30.
Wow, creeping closer to middle age. So anyway, episode 30, and for those of you who are new to the pod, we are truly best friends for life, and we watch it all, we talk about it all, we share it all, and we invite you to kind of join us on the podcast on Hot Women Wanted and be a fellow hottie with us. So it's great to have you. I think that was our temperature check about the outside temperature. Anything that anybody wants to add about menopause temperature check or where we're at?
That I have had a little, and this is new for me, recent, not new. I definitely had this in perimenopause. Have not had this as much in true menopause, but I was spinning a lot in my mind last night. You know when you get into those middle of the night, like you wake up, you go to the bathroom, and then you're like, all of a sudden something's on your mind, and I'm like, this isn't even important. Like, why? And I kept saying to myself, you are not going to care about this in the morning. Why are you caring? But I was like going through it in my mind. And so I haven't...
Not to be a broken record, but for those who have been listening from the jump, we all know that I don't have that experience.
Ever? You've never had that? Not one night in your life?
Not one night. As we all know, we've all been through a lot. It's been a life, but it's been a life. And if I tell you, there isn't a night yet that I can't put my head on the bed. I don't have, in the same way that I don't remember my dreams, which by the way, I wish I did. I really wish I did. I don't remember. I might be cycling like that in some kind of a subconscious way. I have no recollection of it. It's like I put my head down and that's it.
I wonder, that makes me so curious about your sleep.
I don't wear one of those rings. I don't know what kind of sleep I'm in.
Yeah, that makes me very curious about your sleep if you're getting any REM at all.
I know, I might not be.
Yeah, she's getting a solid night.
No, you don't know. You go through stages and there's deep.
I might not be.
Restorative sleep is actually the deep, and REM is where you dream.
Yeah. The very crazy thing about me.
Dream time.
Very crazy thing about me, the one through line is I wake up singing a song every day. Wow. Like there's not singing, but there's like a song in my head every day. It could be a current song, a pop song, an old song. Strange. And it's very strange. And in my head, I'm like, oh, this was the soundtrack of whatever happened to me last night sleeping. This was playing. It's very bizarre.
And this one's bizarre. I barely sleep, but I dream every night.
Yeah, because you're getting REM.
I have very vivid dreams. Like I remember all of them.
Let me ask you this: do you wake up feeling refreshed?
I'm never tired. I'm never tired.
Yeah. So then you're probably getting you could be getting deeper sleep than I'm getting. Although I do wake up feeling refreshed. So I don't know.
You probably are REMing in the middle of the night, and then by the time morning comes, you've already gone through it. Because when you wake up, if ever you wake up feeling foggy, you woke it up and you remember your dream, you woke up during REM, and that is not possible.
Yeah.
Well, then I have a bad. I always remember my dreams. That's that.
You're probably waking up during your REM.
Yeah.
Oh. We all need those rings, I guess, but it's like too much of, it's like more information. I don't need any more information.
I don't use a ring. I use
your Apple Watch.
No.
I can't do that either. I can't. It's bad enough I'm getting emails 24/7 now between clients and candidates on my phone. I can't do it on my wrist. It just cannot.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, so should we move into our first segment? There's some fun stuff in the news. Oh wait, no. Should I do my hot beauty trend?
You could do your hot beauty trend.
Why don't you start with your flashback, your hot flashback?
Oh,
all right. I'll do the hot flashback. Julie is now looking at her notes again.
I was not. You're right. Hot flashback is there in gigantic letters. Guess what? I see it now. And I'm the only one who wears glasses, and I still can't see this. I do have a question though. Hot beauty trend is not on the script.
It is.
It is.
It's right under hot flashback.
I mean, it says your name.
Oh, I must have pasted the old one. All right, I'm off today.
Ow.
I had a rough Monday with work. Sorry, guys. Okay, go ahead.
You don't have to cut and paste it. You take the Google Docs and you just hit print.
I don't want to print it out. I like it on my screen. I know you print it. I don't like to be looking down.
Then it should be up, and it should be up.
It is, but the one that's up was the one it was the second to last one, not the most recent one. My bad. Had to walk the dog.
That doesn't make sense. It upgrades in real time.
It didn't because I put it into my notes app. So I can control the font.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, I'm sure our listeners do not need to hear us bicker about this.
This has been riveting.
Talk about somebody spiraling downward.
I know.
Good thing we're in person.
Exactly. I'm like, well, on that note.
Okay, so now that we're in person, I'm going to do a hot flashback to Julie, Mary, and I all went to school together since we're little girls. And then we would get together, lose touch. And then Julie and I were besties in high school again, reunited. And Mary, Julie, and I were not Mary was not best friends with Julie and I. And it was sophomore summer. I was a counselor at the JCC. And Mary already had been there for a summer. And I had just gotten there and I had no friends. And I was invited to a party on a Saturday night. Robert invited me.
I mean, you weren't invited.
I was invited. He asked me to he invited me to the party. I had nobody to go with. And I saw Mary and I said, well, what's that sound?
That's Julie's
It's
phone.
my husband trying to call me, if you can imagine.
This is a disaster.
I'm ready to pull a Mrs. Macron on him. Can't even. I sent out a red alert. I am recording at this time.
Like, perhaps when I'm done walking the dog in 95-degree weather, I'll answer your phone call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so it's sophomore year in high school. It's the summertime. JCC, I get invited to a party. I have no friends yet. I just started the job. And I see Mary, who I'm not really friends with anymore. And
I wasn't that friendly to
And she
you.
wasn't friendly. And I said, oh, hi, Mary. Are you going to that party Saturday night? And Mary said, yeah, I'm going. And I said, oh. And then I thought, I have nobody to go with. So I said, can I go with you to the party? And Mary's face falls and she says, I guess so. I go, great. I said, I'll call you Saturday and we can go together. So I invited myself to go with Mary to this party. She looked devastated. And we've been best friends ever since.
It's the best movie ever made. Well, in a little bit of a callback to an earlier episode, it seems like Mary had a little bit of a, well, I worked my way down the list and you were the only one available for sleepover moment. We're all not super friendly is the bottom line. I guess here's the bottom line. The takeaway. The three of us are best friends because nobody else will have us.
It's really true. I was like, do you want to come with? Well, first of all, in all fairness, I had become friends with Robert because he drove. And I was not of driving age yet. So I had latched onto Robert. I'd worked my way into his good graces. And I was just thrilled that Robert was like taking me. He wasn't a cute guy. He was just like,
He was your ride. Rides were very important.
Right.
So
He's very nice.
Very important.
very nice. And then I was not thrilled to bring the tag along with me, although we had a very fun time.
Honestly, You were the plus one that nobody anticipated, Julie.
I even remember telling my mother, and she said, Mary Rush? You're going with Mary Rush? You're not friends with Mary. I said, I don't care. I invited myself. I said, I want to go to this party. I got invited to this party. I really want to go, and I have nobody to go with. And I invited myself to go with Mary. And I go,
I think that was a good move. That was a smart move.
she doesn't want me to come. I go, but I'm coming, so I have nobody to go with.
And the rest is history. As they say.
I love it. I love it. I remember it too. I remember where we were standing, actually. Do you remember where we were
This is
standing?
crazy. I do. I remember.
Honestly, it's like yesterday, right? Like, doesn't it feel like it could
I
be?
was 15. So were you. We turned 16.
Oh, that's right.
And then
We
we
were 15.
ended up inviting each other to our sweet 16s.
Yes, that's right.
Perfect.
That's
I
right.
love it. So good.
All right.
That's a good one. Great flashback. All the way back to high school.
Now we're ready for your hot beauty plan, Jules.
Okay. I got a good one.
I'm excited about this.
Me too.
Now, again, for our listeners / viewers and my super fans who can't wait to comment, I have discussed, I don't want to hear it, I have discussed a body oil before. I have. It is by Oak Essentials. It is one that you use in the shower when your skin is wet and damp before you leave the shower. And by the way, I do use that and I like it very much. This is another body oil. I'm going to hold it close to the camera.
Also, before you continue, you're sounding very defensive.
I just feel like it's called, the brand is Nerra, Nerra. And this is a dry body oil. So this is something that you put on, when you're dry. Like, I honestly put it on almost when you would put perfume on, but before the perfume. First of all, this actually, it's a spray top. It has a beautiful scent. It's jasmine wood. It's made with all botanical oils. And, I'm wearing a sleeveless top today because it's so, I don't have to look at my bat wings. But honestly, your skin is so crepey. It's just terrible in here. And I find that, I put this on as the last step, and it is just, smells great. It goes right into your skin. It eliminates that crepey skin. And honestly, it almost could substitute as a perfume. It's a really nice sheen. I have it on now, but it doesn't look dry. It doesn't look oily, but it just gives you a nice sheen in the summer. Even in the winter, I love this product. So this is a dry body oil because, as Mary and I have discussed, not you, Cola,
Right.
you can't get enough moisture. You just can't.
I
Whatever you put on.
Maybe.
Yeah. Right here is crepey. Right here is crepey.
Yeah.
I notice.
I mean, and I have great oil on today. You can even see it, shining. And I'm so creepy.
Yeah. Your
By the
skin-
way, not for nothing, but I know we're in the product section.
Yeah.
I did see my dad today. I love my dad. He's 86.
Bless him.
Bless him. And he literally, I was going to say goodbye, and we stood up and we looked at each other, and he was like, huh, okay. So you're getting the lines above your lips. I'm like, you, but I think I look pretty good for my age. Don't you, Dad?
Honestly, it's thanks. Let's not discuss your lines. Honestly, the lines above my lip are just killing me. They're killing me. And the only solution I went to the dermo.
It did work for me.
It's got terrible reviews.
Well, it did work for me. It did.
Worked, yeah, you know it works for you. You know what works for you. But I went to the dermo. She's like, listen, the only permanent thing that really works and really is filler. I'm just not doing that. But I sent you guys that text. She did tell me about that new, quote unquote filler with your own plasma or whatever. And I got to tell you, I am going to look into that. Just throwing it out there.
Listen,
Maybe I'll have to be the guinea pig.
my lips are not one of them.
No.
I've always had big lips.
You do. You have great lips, great eyebrows.
Yeah. No, I have my lip size hasn't changed. It's just above the lip. Anyway, okay. Now are we ready for hot off the press? Who wants to take that one?
Let's let Mary hit hot off the press, especially with the first one. I think Mary should take the first one.
I am going to say I was pretty thrilled that Karen Reed was found not guilty. And
Were you, Mary?
Before I'm interrupted so rudely, I want to say that I never said either way whether I wanted her to, whether I think she is or she isn't. All I said during the trial was, when I heard both, I was like, that sounds really damning. That sounds really damning. And if I were on the jury, I would actually be a little bit torn, and which would lead me to say not guilty. So I would be part of the not guilty family.
Yes, you would have been definitely.
I am not a die.
No, that might have led you to be somebody who was hung. They found her not guilty.
Yes, I wouldn't be hung. I find her not guilty because there wasn't evidence. I doubt.
Thank God she was found.
Thank God.
Not guilty of
Thank
the
God.
serious charges and only guilty of the OUI. And I watched one of the jurors on, I don't know, some podcast, and she said they were unanimous with the evidence. There just wasn't there. There was no evidence for collision.
Yeah. I'm thrilled with the outcome. I will say this, and this goes to show you how twisted I am. I miss Karen Reed trial coverage on my TikTok. I miss it. I long for it.
Alan Jackson, I'm obsessed with. I love it. I can go to bed with his closing argument. I find it so.
I find myself acting out the closing argument in the shower. I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I mean, it's just riveting stuff. So yeah, no, I miss it. We need another, true crime, and I hate to say it for us New Yorkers, which really, not that it's not making national news, but I feel what he's been accused of is absolutely awful and egregious. But I'm not following the Diddy trial at all in the same way.
I can't.
It's very dark. It's very dark.
Too dark.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It really is.
I really refuse to watch it.
Yeah, same.
It's not televised. That's not televised.
No, maybe
No, but there's a lot of coverage of it, and there's people on TikTok doing like summaries each day and talking about the witnesses.
I really have
I just have no desire, none. Yeah.
Horrible.
All right, moving on. Tom Sandoval on HET.
Shocker.
And not only that, I didn't even watch the clip. I only saw it on TikTok. The judges loved him.
They did.
They loved him. And
I think they must have loved him just for like the balls of it all, and like that he did it and that he was there, and like.
I cringed. I
didn't think he sounded bad. He sounded better than I thought he was going to sound. I watched the clip on YouTube or TikTok or whatever.
I mean, he's in a cover band. I mean, he's been doing this for years. Like, he's in a popular cover band. They do get booked. Like,
he's not going to win the whole thing. It's just going to be like a fun, like Simon probably likes it for the ratings. It's great ratings.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I can't watch. I mean, I shouldn't say that. I watched him on Traders. He made me laugh on Traders. The crazy singing doll thing was hilarious on Traders. But I also felt like he was kind of laughing at himself, and he knew he was the butt of the joke. Like, I don't really have any, like...
I don't think he was laughing at himself.
I don't think he was laughing at himself. I thought he was very serious.
I think Tom Sandoval has zero sense of humor. I think he takes himself, like, seriously.
Very
serious. I have
serious.
no desire to watch him on anything else. Not.
Yeah. All right, then it's kind of like interesting, not interesting. The Bachelor star, Hannah... What's her name? Hannah
Ann Sluss. Sluss?
Who is she? Who was the one? Who was she dumped by? It was like somebody big.
It was somebody big. Who
was it? It was it Colton?
Was it Colton?
I gotta Google.
I don't remember who it was. But
speaking of Traders, full circle moment, Colton's going to be on Traders.
We forgot to say she's pregnant. We didn't say that, did we?
No.
Oh, no. She's pregnant.
The Bachelorette, who we didn't know her name, is pregnant.
Yeah, okay.
That's a great one for us.
I'm so glad we mentioned that. We barely know her.
So glad it feels real hot off the press.
She was on...
Pilot Pete.
Pilot
Pete. I knew it. I love that.
Hated him on The Bachelor.
But he was great on Traders.
Fabulous on Traders.
Yeah. Yeah, I loved him. I loved him on Traders.
David took him down. That was great.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
This was not. What was your big line? Let me tell you something.
This is not
the Bachelor, and I don't have to kiss your ass for a rose.
Phaedra, great line. Loved
it. Okay, this one I love. Jasmine Good from The Valley, who we found out was on The Valley. She was on The Bachelor. She was on The Bachelorette. She was on Bachelor in Paradise. And now I just found out today she was a PCC cheerleader. I can't get over that. She actually was
a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Shocking.
There isn't a reality vehicle that Jasmine Good has not been on. Like, she's on every show.
And
I won't be shocked if we hear she was on Big Brother.
Do you know how hard it is to be? We know how hard it is to be one of those cheerleaders. You finished it. I haven't finished the new season yet.
I did. I finished it.
Oh, I didn't yet. I didn't start. I'm still, you guys, I'm loving Love Island.
Okay, so Love Island plug. We'll just plug Love Island right now. We're loving it.
Yeah, it's so good.
The one I will say,
I have some things to say. So if you want me to jump in and say them now, I will say them now.
You can't because you're not even up to where we are.
Are you watching?
Doesn't matter. I'm watching it. I'm on episode 9. I've watched quite enough.
Oh, you're on episode 9. You may be.
I sure am. I know what's going on.
You're
I mean, that's my comment. Like, that's my one comment. There's entirely too much footage. Entirely.
That's the whole thing.
This show does not need to be long.
That's the game.
Wait, too much footage of what? I don't understand.
It's too many hours of TV. It's just too many.
I'm on episode 9 too.
Oh, yeah, I just started it.
That's the whole. It's not a new genre. I
mean, Jules, that's the whole thing.
That's what Love Island is.
I know, but before now, I never watched it. So for me, I'm a new.
Did you not watch last season?
No, I never watched last season.
It was amazing last season.
Back to the Villa is coming on.
I have to tell you, I can't wait for that. I have to say, last season was better. Last season was.
I don't think these people are that great. And number 2, it's too. Like, we could still do this. We've done The Bachelor. We don't have to do an hour every day.
It is a lot. That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing, Julie.
And then after Sunday, but we end up watching them doing nothing.
That's the fun of it. You're either in or you're out. I'm in.
Not fun.
Listen.
Like, there are moments where this is like watching paint dry. It's like when people listen to a podcast on 25.
I cannot be here with you putting down Love Island.
I can't either.
I'm not here for it.
La 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 la.
I'm not here for it.
Okay. Listen, I'm watching. We all know I'm watching, but
I haven't watched DCC, by the way.
DCC was great. It was
I'm
great.
on episode 2.
And it was actually real drama this season, real narrative. There was conflict. There are 2, not 1, but 2 cheerleaders that get in trouble. Like, there's real stuff that happens.
Okay. I'm there for it. Okay.
It's more than just the auditions is what I would say.
Let's should we mention Traders Cast?
We love the Traders Cast. We mentioned
Love
that.
the Traders
We're very
Cast.
happy with the Traders. I think we talked about that last week, though. So we
We
love
love it. Yeah, I think you guys talked about it with Julia. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
It's a good one.
Who wants to talk about the hot seat? Because we're putting somebody in the hot seat.
I have 2 people to put in the hot seat.
Okay,
actually.
you do it. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, first of all, the first person we're all putting in the hot seat is Andy Cohen for bringing
Jax Taylor
onto Watch What Happens Live.
Disgusting.
I'm so disappointed. And we love Andy, but like that was terrible.
That wasn't good.
Why would you give Jax
Don't give him
Taylor
a
a
platform.
platform? And I have to say, Andy gave him hard questions. It was tough on him. I don't care.
No.
I didn't want him to have the platform of actually getting on Watch What Happens Live.
I agree.
Or even trying to explain anything.
And why was Tom Schwartz there?
Because he was there for like protection, for real. Like,
But that was even worse. Like, if you're gonna bring him and you're gonna give him hard questions, actually bring him alone and just be like, listen, you've got to own up to this.
And he's not even capable of doing a fake apology. He's just not capable of it.
No way. He can't.
Yeah.
He's not capable of remorse. He's not capable of empathy. He is the most narcissistic, egomaniacal individual, perhaps, to ever walk the earth.
And going back to the hot seat, and Andy Cohen should not have given him the
He
platform.
said that. He said that at the beginning of the show. That people are really upset that I'm having you on.
And they should be. And he shouldn't have done it. He really shouldn't have done it.
He shouldn't have. It was wrong.
No.
Okay. Now he has a second hot seat.
I have a second hot seat, which everybody knows, that all of our Hottie listeners know that I really love Nick Viall. Viall?
It's Val.
Oh, God. No, it is Julie. It is Julie. Let me stop you there. When a question arises about the correct spelling or pronunciation of a name, you bow out. His name is spelled Viall. So I can assure you it's not Val.
We have to say it. Vial.
Is it Viall or not Viall?
Viall.
Viall. Okay. You know I really love him, and I'm thrilled with his rise to fame. I really am. And I really am thrilled for him.
Okay.
I saw him today, like, saying, like, listen, I didn't really I didn't get my chance. Like, I mean, The Bachelor really made a lot off of me, and they took advantage of me, and I had to, like, go out there on my own. I'm like, Nick,
What?
you were The Bachelor not once, but twice. You were on Paradise. You were on everything.
We wouldn't have any of this other stuff if it were not for The Bachelor.
I mean, I was like, cry me a river, Nick.
It's embarrassing. I was like, you know really is disadvantage right now? Good-looking white men. It's not a rough, good-looking rich white men. Wow, it's a rough time for them.
Really tough, Nick.
That's embarrassing. That is so embarrassing.
It is embarrassing.
Nick Vile. That's how you pronounce your name?
Yes.
Kidding.
Oh.
Yes.
I have
There
it.
you go.
Yeah, it did rub me wrong too. And
Pun intended.
I'm a super fan, and
You
I
are
really,
Mary.
I
I
kind of,
don't know why you are such a super fan. I didn't really love him on the back. I never loved him.
I didn't love him on The Bachelor. I love him now. I think he really,
No, he
rose
does
to
love
the
I
top.
will say he does get really good guests, and I will say I never listened to his entire podcast, and maybe we should not be alienating other podcasters, but I am going to go on record and say the clips of most of them that I listen to when he's got like a good guest, I do think he asks like good questions. I do.
I do too. I've never listened to a podcast. I admitted that last week.
I have listened to his podcast. I don't love his podcast, but I shouldn't say that either because it's, $30 million podcast.
And
Yeah.
I just want to go on record as saying
This is not $30 million podcast.
just want to go on record as saying Nick Vial, if you'd like to come on Hot Women Wanted,
We'd love
we
to have.
would love to have.
We want you.
We
We would love to have you.
topic.
Set the record straight, Nick. Set the record straight.
We do have a new segment this week called Hot Mess of the Week. So the Hot Mess. We are giving the title of the Hot Mess of the Week to Billy Ray Cyrus. Have you seen him?
There was a picture taken of him.
I really can't even give 5 seconds of airtime to Billy Ray Cyrus.
You have to.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
He was walking out of a restaurant with his new girlfriend,
Supposedly.
who is Elizabeth Hurley, and her son.
Yep.
And
And he looks homeless.
No, they were holding him up.
Yeah.
That's how fucked up he was.
Yeah.
And he literally looked like they found like a homeless man on the street. They were holding him up,
Yeah.
carrying him out of the restaurant.
So anyway, Hot Mess, Billy Ray Cyrus. We can go.
Hot mess, Billy Ray Cyrus. I mean, yes, okay. He can keep that title. He's had it for decades, is in my opinion. But okay, good.
Now going into our Bravo hot takes. Are we ready for them?
Yes.
Yes, our hot topic shows. But I kind of feel like we had a natural progression because we started to talk Valley. Should we start there instead?
Sure, let's do it.
I mean,
You know what
in
I'm doing.
in the words of Seth Rogen,
Oh.
Oh, I like it.
it's dark. The Valley is. There is no sunshine in the Valley. It is about as dark as it gets. And it was so dark this week because Jax Taylor is out of whatever you want to call that thing, rehab, putting that in air quotes for any of our listeners.
Yeah.
He was out. And boy, oh boy, I don't think, if it's possible, I think he got worse. If it's possible.
Except Zach, who I don't even pay attention to, was such a king in this episode.
I
He
like
was
that.
such-
I've always liked
Zach is a really good friend to Brittany. He really is.
Such a fierce friend, and Jack is intimidating, and he's such a dick.
Yeah.
And he really
He
gave
went-
it to
he
him. I
did.
mean, with such zingers.
He
I
did.
mean, I loved
He went in for
every
the
second
kill.
of it. What was his line? Oh, and he goes, first of all, what's his face? What were we just talking about? Jax Taylor's like, this is my show. What did he say? He goes, this is my show. You're on my show, not yours. And then Zach's like, well, it wasn't your show for 30 days. I mean,
For the last 30 days.
It was embarrassing to hear him say, it's my show. It's my show. I'm like, not really, Jax.
History repeats. The last time he said that was on Vanderpump Rules, and then he was summarily fired. It's like, Jax, he's already said that line. He said it to Lisa Vanderpump. He got in her face in the most intimidating, shitty, masculine way. She was literally backing up, and he's like, this is my show. This is my show. Fired. It's like, Andy Cohen, here you go. There's your little note, or whatever executive producer. Time to fire Jax, because clearly we didn't need him.
Yep.
except he did. He was on the show because he was texting and FaceTiming everybody from his fake rehab.
And I also can't get over, I just can't get over, the dinner and then...
Oh, with Danny, right?
I don't get, with Danny, that. First of all, I can't get... If I hear Jax utter the line one more time, alcohol and drugs are not my problem. Anger is my problem.
From rehab. And that's not... He was not in rehab for anger. He was in rehab for alcohol and drugs.
I'm incredulous.
If I was Danny, I would have been walked off the set. I mean,
I don't know how I honestly don't know how Danny and Mia are going to finish this season. I really don't. I know that was a total made up thing on TikTok that they left the show. That turned out to be a fake thing. But honestly, they are getting railroaded to be the storyline, and it's really not there.
No one's buying it. What's Janet's loser husband? What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Jason.
Jason?
Jason.
I mean, it's so ridiculous. He like sticks up for Jax no matter what. It's crazy.
The whole thing.
Give me a break. I'm like,
I gotta tell you something. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I actually don't enjoy the show because it's so dark.
It's so dark, and it gets worse and worse. And Jesse with not letting their daughter see Michelle's mother who's dying of cancer.
Can you imagine?
no.
I literally have to do like deep breathing exercises before I hit the clicker to turn it on. Like I really do. I have to like be like, moment of zen, moment of zen, moment of zen. I'm gonna watch The Valley. You know what I mean?
That's why I was saying, like, you need more like the Zach scenes. Like Zach's scene was so like good. It like was old fashioned.
I
Like,
think
Like somebody whispers,
I think they have to kill the show. I really do. I think it's just,
or somebody like fucking whisper in Jasmine's ear and be like, "You've been on every franchise. Do something. Do something. You've been on it all. You know what makes it work." It's crazy. They're all horrible. Honestly, it's enough to make me never want to go to the Valley. Like, it is filled with horrible people, apparently.
terrible.
All right. Moving
Okay.
on.
moving on. Okay, so
Let's go to Next Gen NYC then.
I know this is like the new show that I swore I would never watch.
I know
I
you
can't
did.
tell you
I
how
know
much.
you
Can't wait. I'm not waiting for it to go on. I like check the time every week. I'm like, when is Next Gen NYC on?
I love this show, and you know,
But before you speak, I would like to say that I introduced it to the
You
group,
did.
and everyone's like, they
You did.
relentlessly shamed me. They were
I love
like,
this show.
I was going to say that I was the one who shamed you.
No, it was me. It was me, and I will tell you. I'm going to say something that's going to give this show a very big compliment.
Ooh.
Reminds me, I'm like, why do I enjoy this show so much? It reminds me of The Hills. You know what I mean? It has that feel for me.
Yes.
It's like these friend groups,
And they're young.
and they're young, and I think you need to get rid of the parents.
I agree. Oh my god, it's so awkward with the parents.
I was listening to Watch What Crappens, and they were fighting over Ben and I can't believe I can't remember.
Dave.
No, it's not Dave. But
The guys who are Watch What Crappens, we know you love them.
I'm blanking out. Sorry, I'm in perimenopause. Can't remember that. They disagreed. One of them wanted to have the parents on. The other one didn't want to have the parents on. They completely disagreed. I do not think.
I say no parents. I don't want to see Meredith Marks on my screen. I don't want to see. Talk about somebody I don't want to give any more airtime to. Teresa Giudice or Judice.
I want to see
Who's Meredith and
Mark's husband, Seth. I don't
Oh
want
my
to see.
God, Seth is like a full part of the show now. What?
Money?
Oh yeah, Ben and Ronnie. I'm so sorry, Ben and Ronnie. I love Ben and Ronnie. They're hysterical.
Why is Seth Marks like a whole part of the show?
It's crazy, and that was such an awkward
Cringe. That was
conversation.
awful.
Oh my god.
Awful. So awkward. This kid Charlie must be. I mean, okay, listen. The theme for spring, and this is ironic because it's spring and is clearly dark. I mean, it's like, hello, darkness, my old friend. The Valley is dark.
Yeah.
Next Gen NYC's got a couple of darkos. His name is Charlie.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you the truth, Miami is dark. Starting off dark. Great.
Yeah.
But starting off with some dark drama. It is. Charlie, to me, I wrote you guys in the group text, Charlie breaks my heart. Like, he's not a good person, but he also breaks my heart because that's like parenting or lack of parenting or lack of love or lack of support. I mean, this kid has no confidence, clearly. This is all like blustering, like trying to make people like him and want to be with him. Like, he's a broken human. Like, this is sad.
He's a broken human, but he's a dick. And I think that what I would like about the show was what I like about the show is I never like.
I'm gonna pull an Orna on Cola. Say more.
I found Brooks to be so warm and loving in this episode.
I mean, I couldn't love Brooks Marks more. And this pains me to say, after we just said I never want to see the parents again. I gotta tell you, talk about good parenting.
Meredith and Seth.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It's true. They
Well,
did something right.
I think about one another shout out, Candy Burris. When
Oh yeah, that was great. And great parenting in the moment.
great parenting on the spot, gave
Yeah.
her the best advice, and Riley is the most mature, I think,
I
young
agree.
adult I have seen. I mean, she had so much grace with that. That was such a tough situation. She's with all these white kids,
Yeah.
except for Ava,
Yeah.
Dash, who had her back. Ava had her back.
Yeah.
You know, Ava's like, Charlie, when you say that, we're talking about the microaggressions
Yeah.
that Charlie had towards Riley when he said, like, what did he say to her? Like, you're angry. Like, all the
No,
things,
you're being angry. I'm afraid of you. I'm afraid of you.
I'm afraid of you. You're angry. You know, all the stuff you're not supposed to say to a black woman. And Ava Dash is half black. I think she's a white mom and a black dad.
Rachel Roy is not. Her dad is Damon Dash, who's black, and Rachel Roy, I think, is Indian and something else.
And so she's, you know, she's half black. And so she said, you know, when you say something like that, it's insulting to me too, Charlie. You know what I mean? And he wasn't getting it. It was his half-assed apology to Riley.
And then he says, "I'm not really sorry. I just want it to be over."
It was terrible.
But I think
By the way, speaking of Rachel Roy, you guys all know who she is.
No.
Becky with the
She's
straight
Becky
hair,
with the good hair.
good hair, with Beyonce.
Jay-Z, allegedly.
You're kidding.
I don't even think it's alleged. Well, allegedly.
Well, allegedly, we don't know we don't know what happened with Jay-Z. She is Becky with the good hair. It's Rachel Roy.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Good to know.
Anyway, yeah, I thought that was a really good scene. I thought that was a really smart, it was like, these kids are really doing the right thing. They're standing up for each other.
Yeah.
And that, to me, like, he is a dick, but he's just like he's broken to me. He makes me sad more than he makes me angry.
But he really didn't get it.
He really
Didn't get it.
Let's move on to Gia.
Gia
Who brought everyone to Jersey.
Yeah,
Brought
not just Jersey. Not Jersey where we grew up, like right over the bridge, like Bergen County. She brought them to like way into Jersey. Like that was a 3-hour bus ride at best.
like
Charlie
Charlie,
in the Hamptons for how long it took them to get there.
like the Soho House. Going where? What bus do I have to go on to get a pool?
And I'm sorry. Talk about people who I just make. This doesn't break my heart. It makes my heart swell in the best way. Ariana Bierman getting off that bus with her laundry bag.
Couldn't believe it.
Couldn't love her more. Could not love her more. Made a beeline for the washer and dryer. Like, welcome to living in New York City. It was fantastic.
You know what? Her boyfriend's a multi-billionaire.
Yeah, I said that like a couple. Yeah, he's a billionaire.
And she's like, you know,
Father started some.
How many quarters I need?
she's like, I don't want to do my laundry.
Yeah.
I actually thought that was really cute.
Very
I
cute.
thought it was really
Adorable. I thought it was adorable. So what's the story? So Gia's going to be off now? Is that what's going on?
No.
Andy?
Andy,
You guys sent something around, some weird.
there was something that there was like a cheating scandal or something at Rutgers, and they
Is that
wanted
even true? Is that even true?
well, Andy said today, no, it is not true. He's like, nobody's distancing themselves from Gia. She's a fabulous young lady, and I love her mother, Teresa, so much.
Well, I saw she on another podcast, and she's like, I'm never moving to New York City. I'm like, then you're not NextGenNYC.
You're not. You're Jewish.
No, it's like it's Next Gen. the name of the show should be Next Gen NYC and Gia.
I find her such a misfit in this.
She doesn't. No, she doesn't. She shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he shouldn't be there. He's doing Teresa a big giant favor, and Teresa's probably going to pull a Kim Zolciak and cash the checks because God knows her and Louis need the money.
Yes.
I just want to say one funny thing. The previews for next week is Charlie the Dick, who says to Ava, Ariana is so mean to me, I kind of have a crush on her now.
That's right.
Because I'm telling you, this poor kid, he's been emotionally abused his whole life. That is love to him. Now he loves her.
Yeah.
Honestly. All right. What's left? Miami?
Miami.
That's good. Let's fly to Miami and Milan. That's where this episode took place. What are you looking
Yeah.
at? They went to Milan. Did you not watch?
I watched.
Larsa and Lisa is a huge part of the show.
Yeah, they went to Milan.
They went to Milan.
They walked in a brand that God knows I've never heard of.
I may not have watched. Start talking.
But look, Mary looked so confused when they said Milan. I'm like,
Yeah, and it's like production couldn't get them two separate Sprinter vans. They're
I
like,
Xanax on the plane, and I watched it while I was on Xanax, so it's gonna come back to me in bits and pieces.
you were on a Xanax high. Well, that's probably the right way to watch Miami.
I was half in, half out.
That's the only way. Listen, I mean, I don't know what to say. I do think this is dark too. Can I just start with one? Before we get to Milan, I just want to say I don't recognize this Alexia. I really don't.
oh, how about the best quote of the episode? when Maricel says, "Well, what's right for the whole might not be right for the soul."
So true. Fantastic line.
Talking about Todd.
I did watch it.
Fantastic line. But like seriously, crying,
Yeah.
sobbing, like saying all this shit about him and how awful he is and this, that, and the other thing, calling him out for his rental apartment and his rental car. And then the next breath, but I can't live without him. I don't know how to live without him. It's like, wait, what?
I think she can't live without a man.
That's right.
I don't think it has to be Todd.
Well,
I
she's
think,
not going to find another man by continuously dating Todd.
Right.
I think she likes
I
it.
think she loves him. I do.
I don't know, guys. She was sobbing. I think she must. I agree with Mary. I don't know why. Maybe it's the best D she's ever had. I don't know. Well, maybe her other two husbands, there was no good loving there. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But I find that really dark. Okay, on to Milan. I mean, do we really care about Lisa Hochstein and Larsa fighting?
No, because they're
No.
going to make up, whatever. I mean, but I'm still enjoying the whole thing. What's with Jody? It's going to be weird.
What is with Jody? Is he, what is he wrong? Is he on the spectrum? Like, what is this?
Remind me who Jody is again?
Very. Are you still taking that Xanax?
No, wait. I remember Jody. Who's Jody?
It's Lisa Hochstein's boyfriend. Doing coke in the
Gigantic,
That's Jody.
gigantic eyes. He's had like unbelievably horrible eye surgery. Horrible eye surgery.
And I watched all this. God, you guys.
Why is he with him? Like, what is going on here? There's something really wrong with him. He has like the flattest affect. The producers must be like, oh God, please Jody, give us something. Give us like a little emotion. They cut to him like she does her walk down the Milan runway and her whole outfit, and they cut to Jody and they're like, and this is Jody. She did great.
They have no chemistry. They have zero chemistry.
No, really, he doesn't have chemistry with another human being. He is like dating a pet rock. Like, I'm not kidding. He does not emote. There's no emotion there. It's like, she did great. Oh, I feel so bad. Your dad is dying. It's like,
and I fall asleep.
All right, well, you'll rewatch it. But they have no chemistry. There's no way this is a real relationship. I don't get it.
Maybe that.
no, I don't get this at all. And I don't care about Larsa and Lisa, and move on. If this is like, I love the Alexia stuff. I'm very interested in the Julia and the Martina adopting two babies. Very.
Yeah.
But I'm not interested in Julia being mean to Mike Erdy.
No.
I am not interested in that.
Oh, what is Julia doing?
No, I don't know.
By the way, can we finally get Adriana off this show? Can we get her off?
No, I love her.
Why?
She's the truth teller.
She's the truth teller. She's the one. She called Todd last year, Julie. She is the truth teller.
She did call it. She did.
All her gossip is not gossip. It's all real.
It is
I
real.
know, what is with her and the French young guy? It's like, where's she?
Oh my God.
Where does she find these guys? Like, I think it was Kiki or someone else. Kiki's like, I've been trying to date for years. Like, where does she find these hot French men? Like, what is happening?
Oh my God.
I love it.
All right. Well,
Moving on.
Jules, you have a hot take this week.
I have a closing hot take, and it ain't a great look for me. Okay, so as we all know, I won't go on and on about my cervical neck injury, but we all know I am suffering with a cervical neck injury from merely sleeping the wrong way on pillows. I mean, this is what 57 is all about. It's a nightmare.
You're 57?
Well, I will be in July. I'm on the way.
You're not there yet.
God.
No.
That means you guys are 57 too. You're right behind me.
I might. Not really. I'm the youngest one in the group.
You are.
Like,
I'm the oldest, and don't I look it? But anyway, so I have been going to PT. I'm trying to do all this stuff. So I've been going to this lovely PT guy. He's actually really good. He's like a neck and spine specialist, and he does all kinds of holistic stuff, which you guys know. I'm a sucker for that too. It's not just Western medicine. And so I went on Saturday morning. I'm trying to get sessions in before I head out to the beach on Monday. And we're talking, and native English, English is not his first language. He's Korean. And we're talking about all these different things and stretches, and he was doing this work on the back of my neck. And he's like, well, I can tell that you're, the nerve and the C2, whatever, that starts falling off the discs are still very inflamed because, that hump you have. He's like, the hump you have. know the hump you have on the back of your neck. I'm like,
The word hump.
I was like, KJ, hump is not the right English word. I'm so sorry to correct you. KJ, I'm so sorry to correct you. I don't think you mean to say hump. I think you mean to say lump. You know, like I was thinking, like, oh, it's a or I go, I think you mean to say lump or bump, because I was thinking it was swollen, and he goes like clear as a bell. No, you have a hump. A hump like an old witch from a storybook, like Stregonona, the book that we used to read our kids, like that kind of a hump. Like, who sees yourself from behind? I was like, KJ, what? He's like, yeah, you have a hump. I'm like, he's like, a lot of people, as they start to get older, develop a hump. I'm like, can somebody please call me an Uber? I was like, I have lost the will to live. Tell me that I have a hump. I literally threw myself into the back of the Uber. The guy's like, are we going to? I'm like, wherever. Just wherever. I'm like, I don't care. I'm doomed. Well, hilarious. No, KJ. Wrong English word. I think you mean lump or bump. Like in doing his like Korean translate, he's like, no, hump. I'm like, hump? Like a witch, like an old lady witch.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
You actually have a hump?
Yeah, apparently. I don't know if you can see it. I have a hump, like a real old lady. Can you imagine? I'm going to be hunched over in
Oh, that is hilarious. Okay.
Okay, we are at time.
We're out of time. All right, everybody. This was another great episode. If I choose to myself.
I'm gonna there. If you'd like to be a guest on Hot Women Wanted, let us know.
Let us know.
Let us know. Reach out to us on social channels or reach us at our Gmail, hotwomanwanted
Or on YouTube.
at gmail.com or on YouTube.
Instagram, TikTok. Reach out to us. Ask us questions.
If you'd like to be a guest, if you're in midlife and you're some sort of midlife, we'd love to have you on the pod.
Yeah.
All right, and now I'm gonna go get to have dinner with Mary in real life.
We're gonna have it's gonna be Hotties in IRL, and we're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. Enjoy
Bye, guys.
some hum cocktails.
Well, that was rude, but thanks.
Too soon.
Bye.
Thank you.